Okay, so the rules. If we're going to make a correction, and there will be corrections, we must single line through it. We don't scribble. We don't obscure anything. We need to be able to read what the original data was, even if it's wrong. Single line through, must remain legible. Don't obliterate it in any way or change it. Don't try to make a 3 and 8 or a 5, a 6, or anything like that, or a 1, a 4. Single line, initial date, and put the correct data in. Don't correct someone else's entry. This is a problem we run into quite a bit because you're filling out a weld log, a test report, something like that. Well, by the time we get all the way through TOPs and somebody's actually reviewing this in detail and commenting on it, they might say, hey, this information is not corrected properly. Or, somebody may, in your organization, may be reviewing it and going, oh, this isn't right. I need to correct it. You shouldn't be correcting someone else's data. So if Jared filled out the test report and there's an error on it, we should go grab Jared and have him correct his own error, whenever possible. It's not always possible. If you can't, usually we get the quality manager, your own internal quality manager, to do it. So you call up John and say, hey, I've got this problem. Jared's on another job, he's not available. How do I need to get this stuff corrected? Or his trained, designated person for the job. If there's someone else on the job that he knows has had adequate training, he trusts them to do it correctly, he can say, you're my designated person, and bless them to do it. Don't use dittos or arrows or lines like, for saying repeating information. Write a date and go all the way down. Don't do that. That will get rejected every time. And don't transform. Do paginate. What does pagination mean? Again, back to the theory of if I took the thing and I threw it up in the air, how would I know how to reassemble it? So if you have a test report that's 5 pages, page 1 of 5, 2 of 5, 3 of 5, 4 of 5, like that. Do not backdate. Just like we can't fill it out later, we also can't backdate it. When you're filling it out the next day, you date it yesterday. You're not allowed to do that. If for some reason you are not filling it out on the day that the thing happened, whatever it is, we have to actually now go in and write an explanation and explain why. And this happens a lot when you're talking about getting someone to sign off a form. You go through and you do the whole test report. Well, the test took place on this day, on June 15th. Well, somebody doesn't sign it till June 16th. That's going to raise a question. Why was it signed on the next day? So then you're going to have to go in and explain why that's signed the day after the test was completed. Don't use Post-it notes or other scraps. Don't staple anything to it or paperclip anything to it. Everything is on the actual document. And if you didn't document it, it never happened. And you have to repeat it. So we run into this problem a lot with pressure test reports or flushing reports. If we lose one, then we have a big problem. And we have to repeat it or get a specific waiver for that particular one.